All right, hello everybody. Welcome to a rare sunny day here in Seattle. This is the car that I use to drive for Uber. It is a Toyota RAV4, 2015, and I love it. It's a great car and it's easy to drive. But I'm not here to sell the car. What I want to do is I want to just provide you some of the things that I use to drive for Uber. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the outside. Um, if you can see really closely, black is really tough to clean, but I try to wash as often as possible. Right now, this car is in use of a bad car wash. However, let's start off with some of the things that you need to drive successfully for Uber. Let's start off with a couple of basic items. One is your dry vac or shop vac. I have this. It's been great. I used some vacuum, the traditional vacuums that they have at some coin-operated car washes, and they're super expensive. For about $2, I can get about 4 minutes in. So I need about $4 or $5 to really kind of vacuum out this entire car. So this little shop vac is probably about $40. And it'll basically pay for itself within the first 2 or 3 months, especially if you're driving a lot. The second thing is, of course, you want a bucket and some cleaning supplies. I have this Armor All soap, which you'll want. It's about eight or $9. And then this little box here has a couple of things, including a jack, and most importantly, some jumper cables, because you'll never know when you'll need jumper cables. So those are the basic things that I have for the car. But I also have a few other stuff that you might want to consider getting. Number one is a child car seat. Now this is a booster seat. Now if you don't have a child, and you might be wondering, why do I need a car seat? Well, since driving for Uber, I've had several people with kids or a kid come in needing a child seat, and I am so glad that I had this, because it allowed me to give them the rides that they needed. And they were very appreciative of it. Now, I don't believe Uber requires this from you, but since I have a young child, I already had it, and I just keep it in the back. So secondly is you want to have a couple of other things that are important. One, you want to have a flashlight, because it gets really dark at night in some places. So having I picked this up for $5 at Home Depot. Let's talk about some other cleaning supplies that you probably want. One is these microcloth rags are just awesome, because what you do is, for example, you can just wipe this down, and it'll basically make your car look like new if you don't have time to give your car a full-on car wash. And the micro cloth they're perfect for just wiping down surfaces inside and outside your business, your car. Secondly, you're going to want to have Extreme Tire Shine. This makes your wheels look great. It's about $10. It'll last you about a few months if you use it consistently. What I also use here for the interior is just interior car detailer. That's great for the dashboard. And then I have the Trim Shine. This Trim Shine is actually pretty important. It's better than Armor All and any of other stuff I used to make the trim of the car and around the wheels look great, shiny and new. Actually, I really like this brand. It's just from Stoner Trim Shine. And then, of course, I just have some basic glass cleaner that you'll need from time to time. Especially the passenger windows, you're going to see a lot of fingerprints. You're going to want to be able to wipe that down as much as you can. And then, of course, you have the wheel and tire cleaner, which I think is really important, because if you do a lot of driving in the big city, you're going to see a lot of gunk coming off your tires, and you're going to want to clean that up. I also have and I've used them, just baby wipes, because you never know if a rider is gonna either spill something or is just gonna need you're just gonna need to wipe something down. Also, this is very important. You probably have this lying around as just an extra towel. You'll want an extra towel for a number of reasons. The first is pets. You'll never know when I had about 4 drivers over the course of the past 2 months sneak in basically a small dog that I didn't even realize they had. I thought it was in their purse, and they actually took it out, and I asked them to put the towel down on the on the seat for me, and so that really saved my seat. Otherwise, I have had people put their dogs in the car without me basically knowing, and just getting cat hair and dog hair all over. So having a towel is super important, and that's something that I recommend. All this stuff is relatively expensive. You can all buy it at the same time if you want. You probably have a lot of this stuff at home already. So again, some basic stuff that you would want to get. Let's go in real quick and let's talk about some of the things that we have inside. All right, so the number one thing inside I would recommend is this little thing here. It's about 10 bucks. It holds the cell phone in place. It is absolutely critical to have a smartphone holder. This one's great. I forgot the name of the brand, but I will have it in the notes for you. It's about 10 bucks. It sticks to the windshield like glue. It's great. Actually, it comes off super easy. It doesn't damage the windshield. And I love it. I love it. It's great. It's probably the one thing that I absolutely need for every single shift that I drive for Uber. The next thing I need, which is probably a big recommendation for you, is to have an outlet, an outlet for, coming out of your, your cigarette lighter. There's a variety of different ones out there. This one has a USB port, and of course it has the regular outlet with the ground. I use this for my iPhone. I plug it in and just basically set it up, and it works like a charm. Also, what's also great is that some riders will also ask you if they could use your charger, and it's come in handy, especially during longer trips, or just shorter trips where they just need a couple extra bars of juice to get them where they need to go, and they're very appreciative of that. This green cord here is an auxiliary cord. There's so many on the market. I have a couple that I like. This one is I got as well for I think it was like $4, perhaps, I think at Target. But there's a couple others out there that I've also used, and this one's just as good. An auxiliary cord plugs in right into your phone, and it plays music, and it also plays the music of your rider. Some riders also just want to just, if they're out and about and they're going out to a bar with some friends, they want to put on their music. It's a great way for them to just really enjoy the ride, and I really don't mind at all. So again, 3 things here that are super important. One is your specific phone holder. This one is a universal phone holder, but it holds my smartphone, my iPhone, actually very well, and it's never fallen. Again, you want to have an outlet that works. There's a number of different ones out there. Some are just a USB port only. I have both. But there's a couple that are really good too, and of course your auxiliary cord. All these together, maybe 10 and maybe 5, maybe 25 bucks, and you'll be good to go. And of course they last a long time. One of the other things I went ahead and did is I got a little composition book. This thing is so tiny, it's about a couple inches. But what it does is I'm able to keep track of all of my miles that I have for tax purposes. See, the next thing I have is, of course, I actually have some water, and I also have some tissue for people who just need a tissue, even myself. So that's about it. Those are some of the things you need, and I'll list these out for you. If you have any questions, make a comment, and I'll try to answer them. All right, thanks.